Now we're going to look at how we can assign the elevations of these COGO points to a string. So to save time, we have already created a grading string using this polyline. We're going to go up to the panel here and click on Edit Grading and left click near the polyline. There is nothing particularly special about this grading string. We're simply calling it lot 10. We have a surface created in the background, but at the moment this is a single elevation, so we're not seeing any contours. The target surface happens to be the NS, and we've got spacings every 3 meters. This is really down to your own discretion to decide whether or not the spacings value needs to be decreased or increased. With respect to the vertical design, to access the COGO points, we need to click on the vertical grading editor. And what we'll do is just close the grading string form. If we wanted to assign the elevations of these points to the vertical design, we would do this via Auto Profile. And in Auto Profile, we can use Reference Civil Points. First of all, we're going to say that we want to apply the elevations of civil points all the way through our design. We then choose a point group. Now in this case, I'm going to be choosing Design Points Lot Description. Any point that has LOT as its code is part of this group, which means that it will be picked up. Now the question is, do I want all points that have LOT as the code applied to my vertical design? And the answer is probably no, I don't. Okay, so what I want to happen is for points within a very small search distance, and what we're going to do is just type that down here, a max offset of 0.1 will only be added to the design. So left and right of my grading string, 0.1, a search will occur for any points with an LOT description. If I click OK and then click on Calculate Profile, then click Close. You can see there immediately the software has picked up the elevations of my COGO points at the front and the points at the rear, creating this single grading string. You see the contours have also updated to suit. Now if I decide to make changes to this design, for example I want to make a change to the elevation of 0.4 so that it's no longer referencing 0.2, I want it to reference 0.1, I can do that by simply setting the dynamic position, changing the point which is being picked up to 0.1, click Apply. Now in the vertical grading editor, all I have to do is hit refresh. And as you can see there, automatically the elevation of that IP updates. So this is actually a really good way of being able to lock IPs on your design. Now you may find that you want to add your own design in between these two IPs, adding IPs into the vertical grading editor. To manage this, you would create an auto profile entry which only includes the chainage ranges where you want to use the COGO points, maybe between these chainage ranges here, between 54 and maybe chainage 75. This will create auto profile entries but then allow you the option of being able to manually add IPs in between. The other option is to manually add COGO points onto the design with the IPs of your choice, and that's what we're going to look at next.